Hello and welcome to a new MGS version 5 tutorial. In this one we will be adding particles and sound for our combat. So without further ado, let's get started. So in the last episode we added 11, so now we have 12 in total combats, or combat animations I should say. So for the particles and sound, if you scroll down, let's close this just to have a look. If you scroll down just underneath the attack skills, you will see particles, effects and sound effects. So what you need to do is you bring your particles, let's see, where is mine? For example, this one, I like this guy here, which will fit pretty nicely with my system or with my game. So if I go back to the character base and I'm still selecting the BBC combat, and I come to here and drop it in there and drop it in there, and you can go through all of them. I already did everything else, I just wanted to show you where I did that. And for the sound, same thing. So those are all my punch sounds. So what I did, I created a new queue, and inside that queue I imported all the sound effects that I have, and I connected them to a random node like that. And then from these two random nodes, because I think you have, can't remember, yeah, 32 array elements, that's the maximum you can get. So I connected those two to a new random. This one is what's remaining after the 32. I had 40, so I connected those two to one more random node and then connected to the output. So this will give me a random. Actually, let me show you here in action. Every time it will pick a different sound. Okay, so now if I select this and I go back to my combat thing and I add it to the sound effects here. Again, you do for everything else. Compile and save. So everything is basically the same, everything else is basically the same. The only thing that I changed is I added a couple more of those guys, just to give it a little bit more spice. So let's play and see how this looks. Here we go. Everybody is kicking everybody. I'm gonna die. Let's wait for the, here we go, respawn. Damn. Whoa, guys, give me a break. Give me a break. And they are standing there waiting for me. God damn it, finally killed them all. Okay, let's see, pending kill. Where is that? It's inside the AI controller enemy, and I'm asking if it's valid. Which one is that? I think it's that one. Oh, that one. Component bound event actor. Okay. Attempt to access BP AI enemy via component bound event, but BP AI event is. Yeah, if anyone knows how to fix this error, I'm not very familiar with it. Pending kill. I know if it's access none, then you need a valid. You need to validate it, but pending kill, that's a new one. Let's see, where do we have is valid? Because if I'm clicking on this now, it will take me like that, which is not very useful. If I click on is valid, it will take me to the same place. If I click on that guy, it will bring me to here. So I need to figure out which node he's talking about. But generally speaking, he's trying to access one of those guys. BP AI enemy. Let's try to search and see if we can find any. BP AI enemy. No result found. Awesome. Alright, I will dig into this one and see which one he's talking about. I'm not quite sure which one, to be honest. And for the second, as I said, pending kill is not something I'm familiar with. So I will have to look into that as well. But regardless, the system is working. Oh, maybe that one. No, that's BT. And he's looking for BP. So the system is working so far. Now let's look at the takedown. So for the takedown, we need to press E, just as if you would interact with any other actor in the environment. So let's give this a try. This is what happens. Okay, not exactly what I was expecting. Leave me alone, guys. Leave me alone. Let me just give that a try. So two things. One is because everybody else is interrupting. Everybody is interrupting me. So let's see. If we look at the takedown, so we have the push away enemies. And the base damage is 1. Okay, that's how you push away enemies. But if we try instead, let's see, I think we have a damage. Nope, not a damage delay. Base damage. Let's look inside the prepare attacks. So yeah, the base damage coming from here. Okay, cool. So the push away, if we bring the base damage, drop it in there, and now if we look inside the stats, so what happens is the damage is not going to take from the health of the enemies around. Instead, it's gonna push away the characters in that direction. Oh yeah, we need to add some hit reaction here. Okay, let's get a hit reaction. So let's look inside. No, actually I took what I wanted in here, and we have, this is, yep, 1, 2, yeah, okay, these 3, I'll take those 3. Where are the stats? Can I drag them in there? Nope, that doesn't work. Okay, so I'm going to do select. I'm gonna add 3 of those, and obviously you can just add 1 here if you want, but I'm gonna do it this way just to give it a little bit more of randomization. Okay, 1 here, and then from that let's do random integer in range, and it's between 0 and 2. So every time it's gonna select 1 random of those hit animations and play it for the enemy around me. Okay, compile and save. Let's take a look. Laith, hello man, how are you? Okay, that wasn't a good test because there were nobody here. So whoa, give me a break. Let's run somewhere. Okay, let's give it a try now. Okay, there we go. So you see that all of them, they fell down. God damn it. Leave me alone. Now they die because the damage is applied to them earlier. Okay, let me try to disconnect this, and let's say minus maybe 1000. I mean, hello. Maybe because the damage that is causing them to die. Wait. You're still alive? All of your other people are dead and you're still alive? Alright, let's see why they are dying. So damage, we are just doing impulse. I'm not doing any damage to them. Why are they dying? Remove this guy, put it back to 1. Give it another try. Yep, now it's more like it. So they are not dying, they are just, I'm just pushing them away. Ah, come on. Give me a break. They will not let me alone. And they killed me. So clearly you need to be mindful when to use the takedowns, you see? Otherwise they will just hit you. I will improve the takedown anyway, to make sure that if they interrupt, then the whole thing should be interrupted. But for now, god damn it, I think I made those guys very strong. And they are walking around like nothing happened. I'm gonna kill you guys. Yep, I'm gonna kill you all. Okay. So the other thing that I wanted to talk about briefly is when you look inside the attack skills. So here you can determine no, sorry, not the attack skills, but here the target transform. So here you can determine how far or how close the enemy should be, and that will snap your target to the location where they should be when you do your takedown. So for this particular one that I'm doing, 125 units is the best value. So you want to keep that in mind. I wouldn't recommend doing that for all the attacks, although you have the options to, but I wouldn't recommend it because that means you will see a lot of characters popping in different spots. So just use it for the takedowns. Okay, so that's that. What else do we need to do? By the way, if there is anything that you see here and you don't see it in your version of MGS, don't worry about it, because I'm improving things as I go along, adding new features, removing features, adding variables, and so on. So by the time I finish this, which hopefully by the end of this month, I will release a new update. I shouldn't call it an update, it's a hotfix, a patch, where you will see exactly everything. But currently you will have most of these things, yeah. Just very, tiny bits here and there that I'm adding, along the way while I'm developing the game. Okay. I think the only thing left with the combat is to do something about the takedown. So when I'm doing takedown, I don't want them to interrupt me like that. They can still cause some damage, but I don't want them to interrupt my animation. So let me have a quick combat, and it's taken down. Let's do a duplicate of that one, and let's do take down, just like that. So this way, the attacker, which is the character, he will have takedown, but the enemy will have is takedown. Let's change this to is taken down. Refresh. It's taken down. Refresh. It's taken down. Okay. Now in the stats, instead of asking if take down, just take down. Get take down. Let's give this a try. Here we go. Finally. So now they can still do damage to me, but I will continue to do my thing. Oh, he's already dead. Oh, they killed me. This is not an Arabic course. Here we go. Now it's more like it. There we go. Now it's working. Finally. So basically the problem was that I have both the attacker and the victim the same variable. That's why it was, you know, like one of them was interfering with the other. So by separating takedown and is taken down, by separating these into two different variables, we could solve the problem. Okay. Oh, compile and save. And that comes to a conclusion for this episode. So we have added the particle system, we have added the sound effects, and we have improved the takedown. I think this is it, I think, for the combat system. I can't remember anything else, at least for this particular character. For the other characters we will have to add their attacks and stuff, because my idea is each one of them will have their own weapons, so we will add their weapons and their animations, but basically it will be a repeat of whatever we did so far. Nothing fancy, nothing different. If there was anything different, I will record it, but on top of my head I don't think that there will be anything different from what we have done so far. Alright, so thank you very much for watching, and I hope to see you in the next one. Bye bye.